The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. Glory to you, O Lord. Jesus said to his disciples, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. Not as the world gives, do I give it to you. Do not let your hearts be troubled or afraid. You heard me tell you, I am going away, and I will come back to you. If you loved me, you would rejoice that I am going to the Father, for the Father is greater than I. And now I have told you this before it happens, so that when it happens you may believe. I will no longer speak much with you, for the ruler of the world is coming. He has no power over me, but the world must know that I love the Father, and that I do just as the Father has commanded me." The Gospel of the Lord. Yeah, this is a bit, passage is a bit perplexing, and I don't know, it's one where the more I look at it, the less I understand it, so I'm trying to not look at it too much. No, I want to offer a word, but it's a challenge. I mean, we're situated in, the Last Supper discourses, the farewell discourses, the words that Jesus is giving to his apostles in anticipation of his death. And we situate this exchange in our Easter season as like words that he's giving us before his ascension. But you can hear it. There seems to be that overtone here as well. I'm going away. But the going away and coming back, right? I mean, this is, say, in part, it can be applied to the ascension, his ascension, and then his sending of the Spirit. So I don't know. This is, like I said, it's a bit challenging. But there's a coming confrontation here that he's giving. The ruler of the world is coming. He has no power over Jesus, but Jesus is submitting to the plan of God. In fact, he's suffering apparent defeat at in the enemy's hands in order to win ultimate victory over him. And some of that, of course, I guess he has to frame this out for the apostles, so that he's told them this before it happens, so that when it happens, you may believe. They can give themselves over to Jesus, who is the Lord of life, who's conquered death through his death. So like I said, I'm looking at it too much again. But here we go. Peace I leave with you. Right? I mean, this is it. This is the sure sign of our remaining in Jesus, and the sure sign of his life taking effect in us. The fact that he has won this victory, and he ascends to heaven and sends his Spirit to us. It's ours to have peace, and peace not in the ways of the world. Right? What is the best? I don't know. What is the best the world can do as far as peace goes? Like, is it that we think we have enough to live out a comfortable life? And I don't know what that means, what having in that sense means to you, but is it comfort? It's not exactly pleasure, right? What is peace? Maybe I don't feel assailed, like I don't feel attacked by other people, or even the way the world works, right? These rhythms of ups and downs, and I feel like I'm somewhat protected from that, and so I have relative peace there. I'm not in danger of losing popularity or pleasure or wealth or what, and so I'm okay. Or is it peace in the ways of the world, like we're not at war, right? We're not one country fighting against another, or one county maybe fighting. I mean, I don't know. Right? We find a way to fight. And I ask, like, what can the world offer as far as peace goes, in terms of like anti-conflict, not really knowing what that looks like, because we have conflict everywhere. We just have conflict everywhere. We have war that just goes on and on and on. We like to pick fights. I don't know what it is, right? But maybe we need something to occupy our time, or we feel like conquest, one over another, it gives us some sense of security, but it doesn't bring it. We know it. It doesn't bring it. So this is what the world perhaps aspires to as far as peace goes. This is not the peace of Jesus Christ. It's not the peace of Christ the King. The peace of Christ the King is to find ourselves wrapped up in His love. Right? The peace of Christ the King is found to have hearts and lives centered totally on God. The peace of Christ it's His own peace. It's His own peace. My peace I give to you. My peace. Your opportunity to be grounded in God, I give to you. My peace, the proper ordering of your life, according to the plan and purpose of God, I give to you. You have to take Him up on that. And in this sense, I would say it's all or nothing. I can't even hold on to that. No, it's not all or nothing, but the direction matters, right? The idea is this, that we have to be facing this growing commitment, this growing surrender to God, and we have to be growing towards total self-gift as it relates to God. So it's all in the sense that we're never there, but we have to keep moving in that direction. Because as soon as we turn back around, we have no peace. But if we keep moving in that direction towards total self-surrender, total self-gift to God, then we have peace all the way. So we have to be facing in the right direction. And of course, I don't know, the world in this sense then, we find ourselves besieged by the world with all its shiny objects and distractions and temptations and the rest, to say, well, trust in this. This will get you there. Do you know? This thing, and usually that path is like down the road to go and buy something, but yeah, maybe you want some of this, and if you have some of this, then things will be better for you. And there are too many distractions, right? There are too many paths that lead to nowhere. Jesus is the way. And if we want peace, it's on offer now. But it requires our walking that way with Him, which means that it's not a static reality. We have peace now as we surrender to God to the best of our ability. But the more we do that, the more able we are to do it. And the next step we have to take, and the next step we have to take, lest we find ourselves pulling back and investing somewhere or in something that won't get us there. So this is how Jesus is restoring the world. This is how God is choosing to restore the world. This is the power of Jesus' own risen life, His own life of love at work in us and working through us. It's ours to say yes. It's ours to say yes and go with Him, to surrender ourselves to Him, to give ourselves over to Him, and find ourselves then in this peace that the world not only cannot give, but cannot take away either.